These older women are really out here in competition with the younger generation. I'm sorry, but it has to be said. These older women who are in their 40s, 50s, even 60s want to be seen so bad and want attention that they are in competition with these younger girls.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Omaomi aka Petite Diva, and this video is all about a particular content creator who has some videos that seem to have triggered quite a lot of people. Let's check out some of them and then I'll come back to share my thoughts.
These older women are really out here in competition with the younger generation. I'm sorry, but it has to be said. These older women who are in their 40s, 50s, even 60s want to be seen so bad and want attention that they are in competition with these younger girls. These women wasted their years, wasted their youth, and are doing any and everything to be seen, and they're not teaching the young girls. So instead of teaching the young girls to do better, you're trying to compete with her. You're in denial that you're getting older. You're doing things with your body, thriving for attention, over-sexualizing yourself at that age, all because you don't want to accept the fact that you mess up your life. They don't have husbands, which they really wanted. They're realizing that, oh wow, I'm at an age where nobody's checking for me. The men are not checking for me at 50, 60 years old, unfortunately. They're looking at the younger women who do desire marriage, who do desire to have children, who are not just out here. So instead of, again, I'm going to try to find a way to be seen and encourage the young girls to do what I'm doing because I don't want them to surpass me. That's what's actually happening. These older women are sitting around telling the young girls, no, girl, live your life, do you, because you're intimidated by her. You don't want her to do better than you. You don't want her to have a chance. You want the chance because you see the men are looking at the younger girls. The men are more attractive and more desirable of the younger women. And it's sad. This is the reality of where we are. The older generation is jealous and intimidated and in competition with the younger generation, and it's unfortunate. So y'all mean to tell me that a healthy, happy woman will willingly choose to spend the rest of her life by herself? Like, is that what we're saying? So being single by choice is very real, right? You can be in your single season. You can decide, like, I'm just, living my life, not ready for a relationship, not interested in a relationship, and that's okay. But there's one thing to say, that this is the choice that I'm making, that I want to spend the rest of my life by myself, no husband, no kids, no nothing, just me, myself, and I find it hard to believe. It sounds like a lot of bitter, broken, unhealed, unhappy women. And instead of joining all these movements, how about you join a therapy group? How about you hit up that number on the back of your insurance card if you have insurance and find out where you can find you a therapist, because that's what you need. I don't, it doesn't make sense to me. Same women that are in my comments screaming, not all women want to be married. That's not everybody's goal. Those are the women who want to be married and they just are not. Those are the women who desperately want a man, right? And they've convinced themselves that they don't, and they don't need a man. So when they see a woman who has what they want, their go-to is, well, I don't want that. It's okay to want it. It's okay to be honest with yourself that I do want it, I don't have it, and I need to figure out why I don't have that man. Right? I feel like there's this constant thing about, again, you focus always on single women. My focus is on wanting to change the community. And to change the community and amongst Black people, we have to bring back families, bring men and women together in a healthy way. Women need to recognize why we are where we are. Because getting in the comments, fighting for your life to prove that you don't want a man or you don't want to be married ain't going to help you. That mindset right there is why you don't have a man. Because you convince yourself that you don't need one. Like, and we don't understand that. We fight so hard against it. And everyone's like, yeah, girl, I don't want no man. We don't need to be married. That's a problem right there. Why don't you? Or women out here who solely just want kids. They don't want a husband. That's a problem. We've gotten to a place where we just don't want to understand it. Like I said, if I was sitting in this app and I was talking all about how men ain't this and men ain't that and Black men suck them, y'all would love it. Y'all would have nothing to question me about. It would be all, she's good. It would be no judgment there at all. But instead, when I call out the stuff that we need to talk about amongst us as women to help us do better, because there's a lot of women who ask me all the time about how to become better women, how to be more feminine. They want their husband. It's a lot of them. It's the other side who want it as well, but they can't let their ego go to really receive that. And it's unfortunate.
Now, one of our videos, she talked about the fact that it seems like older women are in competition with younger women. They're envious of younger women. In another video, she was insinuating that women that were not married and saying that they're happy are kind of lying about it, that they want to get married, but they're just trying to appear as if they are happy, but that they are not happy. Now, some of our videos got people talking. So let's check them out, and then I'll come back to share more on this whole situation.
These older women are really out here in competition with the younger generation. These older women who are in their 40s, 50s, even 60s.
This is giving Gen X on Gen X crime.
Want to be seen so bad and want attention that they're in competition with these younger girls.
This sounds personal to me. Tell me more.
These women wasted their years, wasted their youth.
Wait, are we not the same? Never mind.
And they're doing any and everything to be seen. And they're not teaching the young girls.
Oh, I love to teach.
Realizing that, oh wow, I'm at an age where nobody's checking for me.
We're in our homes, scrolling TikTok, minding our business, and watching that Bridgerton carriage scene about 30 times in a row.
The older generation is jealous and intimidated and in competition with the younger generation.
Bombastic side eye. Criminal offensive side eye.
These older women are really out here in competition with the younger generation.
Child, ain't nobody in competition with you. You want to see my wedding pictures? Look, y'all, look. Ah, look how cute it is. I can't. Let me show you another one. Bitch, does that say Auntie got married? Does that say Auntie got married? Because to me, that says Auntie got married. Highly recommend that. I don't know. I mean, if it's your first wedding, you do what you want to do. But I had a micro wedding. We had 15 people there. And then that just meant that we got to get this Airbnb. Let me show you. Oh, wait, first I want to show you the arch. We did it outside. So we just got this big gold hoop kind of thing. And then 2 arrangements on the side. Picasso. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, I highly recommend doing a micro wedding. We rented out a house. Most people stayed in it. And then we went and got a chef. We got a chef in the back from Louisiana, made all the food. And then we had a little cake and all our friends were there. It was amazing.
Do y'all mean to tell me that a healthy, happy woman will willingly choose to spend the rest of her life by herself? Like, is that what we're saying? That is precisely what we are saying. Why is it so hard to believe that a woman who is healthy and happy cannot be healthy and happy by herself? Just because you might not want to stay by yourself, that's perfectly okay. But some women are fine with being alone. Maybe if we drop in some statistics, you will be able to visualize why. Married men saw the biggest drop in mortality rates, which research pointing out that men who are tied down are less likely to take risks and get into accident or consume alcohol and drugs. Bad news for women, though, as the deep dive into the data revealed, their mortality benefited less if they were married. Women are dying younger married to a man versus if they stayed single and child-free. Let me reiterate, single and child-free, because I know you're going to come back with the argument that somehow we're encouraging single motherhood, and that's never the case. Single, child-free women are happier and tend to live longer lives, because in this economy, as much as women like to talk about having a provider and stuff like that, most women will not be kept women. That's simply the facts. Based on the economics and how much men make a year and what is required to sustain a family, most men cannot sustain a household by their own. So most women work. And even with most women working, most women also still do a majority of the housework. Even if you have a spouse or a husband who is willing to do the work or willing to do some house labor, women tend to take on way more, especially when it comes to child rearing. So why is it so hard to fathom that with everything that comes with a marriage, that women would be happier just being by themselves? Some people don't want a man just for the sake of saying, I got a man. I got a man. Some women only want to have a man just to be able to say they have a man like it's a trophy. I'm sorry that you don't like you enough to be by yourself. And just because someone isn't in a relationship doesn't mean they're lonely. Time and time again, women have stated we have other relationships outside of a husband. Women have very strong friendships aside from men, versus men that get old and alone and don't have friends. Women tend to still have friends. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what? I just don't understand why you can't believe that.
So we can see that it's just a girl's rhetoric is bad. But when I told you that her and Shira 7 are two sides of the same coin in different font, it was an issue. And some of you attempted to drag me, which is fun because you lack the range. But let's see. So it's not just them two. It's also the femininity coaches who've made me regret the day that the Gutenberg invented like the printing press. Like the written word maybe was not necessary. If we were just an oral history society, maybe things would be better. Because if I see another ebook, I will lose it. It's also the straight men who admit that they have a trail of destruction and baby mamas in their wake, but want to come on here to tell you all of the things you're not doing to be a good partner and to attract a man. It's also the gay men who come on here to tell you and yell at you and tell you the different ways in which you are not submissive enough. All of the ways in which you need to step up into your femininity and into your cunt and to see you. Okay, sis. It is people who have made a business thriving off of your shame and off of your feeling of loneliness. Point blank and period. It's the churchy ones who have books to sell and no more sheets and DVDs. I say DVDs because some of the church people still sell them. There is nothing bad about wanting partnership. If you want where I said this more eloquently, please look up a video with my username, and it's Decentering Men. You'll find it. There's nothing wrong with wanting partnership. It's a completely human thing. It is the thing that ties all of us together, is that like we just want somebody to come home to. But to what extent should it require self-betrayal? To what extent should it require contorting yourself into an image and a figure that you no longer recognize? To what extent should it require you sitting with shame and them tapping into your shame to make you do stuff and hand them money? Women's shame is the backbone of many industries right now. Conference centers, hotel rooms are getting booked based off of women's shame.
You mean to tell me that a healthy, happy woman will willingly choose to spend the rest of her life by herself? Like, you know, it's always interesting when someone asks a question and the answer to their question was in their question. You said a healthy, happy woman. A healthy, happy woman is living her life on her own terms and knows what she wants. So if that's the life that she's choosing, it's because that's what she wants. And I always find it crazy to hear women describe other women who are not in a relationship and or don't have children as lonely. I think it says more about the person than the person they're talking about. Because if the only way that you can feel not lonely is in a romantic relationship or being a mother, that means that you didn't foster any relationships outside of the dynamic of a romantic partnership. Every single woman or woman without children is not lonely. In fact, I think that to be a successful wife or mother, you should actually water the relationships you have before you go into those roles. Because navigating your friendships, your relationship with your family, and other people that you interact with on a daily basis is grounds for how you're going to navigate your relationship with your children and your husband. Being able to water those relationships and build healthy foundations will lead to a better chance of you having a healthier relationship with your partner or your children. Exploring yourself, learning your boundaries, learning how to communicate, learning how to deal with confrontation are all things that you should probably work on before you get into romantic relationships or have children. Not to mention, a lot of women are choosing to be single because they've already been in a relationship and realize that
maybe that's not the lifestyle that they want for us. Or some may want a romantic relationship and just deciding that it's better to be single until they find exactly what they're looking for. And some people are just content being by themselves as far as living. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you ask a lot of mothers if they could live by themselves, a lot of them would tell you yes. If you ask a lot of wives if there was an option for them to live by themselves, a lot of them would tell you yes. Just say that you don't find peace in being by yourself and don't put it on other people. And when it comes to children, the notion that every woman needs to be a mother is asinine. There are plenty of people who want to have children or are going to have children. You don't have to speak to the women who are content not being mothers. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to be a mother or wanting to find a husband. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with wanting a husband, wanting children, wanting to be a mother. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you start questioning why somebody else doesn't want that, you have to look deep inside yourself and ask you why you feel lonely without those things.
Married women obsession, not all of course, but some married women obsession with like single women has to be studied. So it's a video going around from that creator, It's a Girl. Now I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I blocked her a long time ago because she made a think piece I didn't agree with. Just as simple. I knew everything I needed to know from that one take, I'm gonna be honest with you. But nevertheless, she's trending again, making a video pretty much saying that every woman has the same desires that she has, which is a crazy concept to even think about. Like, do you not know how self-centered you have to be as a human being to think that everybody has the same life goals as you? Some people don't want children, some people don't want marriage. Like, I don't get why it bothers you so much. Like, why are you so mad about it? Granted, I don't watch her videos, but the few that I have seen gives me that you really don't want that lifestyle either. Because if you were truly happy with your husband, why are you on social media bullying us? It's giving, I want you to be as miserable as I am. I know somebody gonna say, so well, she's trying to help. Who asked her for the help? Help the people who asked you for the help. But if you are giving unsolicited help, you are just being a pest. The crazy part about it is that you made a whole page just shaming women. Because if you really wanted to make a page promoting marriage, you will show us how great marriage is through your marriage. If you really wanted to promote marriage, you can show it by showing us content and be like, you know what, marriage sounds like a good partnership. And a lot of couples do that on social media. They don't talk about it every 5 minutes, but the way that they operate together be making you think like, okay, marriage might be a thing. That's how you truly promote marriage. But you're just a bully. You hate women and you want to disguise your hatred for women under the guidelines of helping them find a husband that they never even said they wanted.
Now, some people really have a problem with some of the messages in her videos. Some people have a problem with what she was saying, and it seems like there was an attack on her and people were just like dragging her and calling her out. Now, some people don't think that there's anything wrong with what she was saying, and they've come out to actually support her.
There's a creator on this app called I'm Just a Girl, and a lot of you don't like her. And I understand why you don't like her. You've been programmed to not like her, especially on this app. She's a woman and she doesn't give you self-satisfying advice, meaning she points out the things that women do that hinder the growth in women. If you're a woman that wants to be in a relationship and you do toxic things and or you do bad things, she calls it out, and she doesn't always say it in a nice way. But a lot of you are not used to that approach because most of the time when you log onto this app, you're going to have someone that is reassuring the thoughts that you have. You're having someone come on this app, bash men, tell women that they're perfect and they do absolutely nothing wrong. So of course, when you have someone and they come on this app and they see this creator that goes against the grain and is trying to hold women accountable, of course you guys are going to call her a pick-me. Of course you're not going to like her content because it causes you to do something that a lot of you have never done, which is self-reflect. Now, as a lot of creators on this app know, there's not one person that has always had a perfect take, a perfect tone, a perfect approach, none of that. But sometimes you just have to take a step back and think about what a person is saying. And if you have that ability, I promise you, you will not get that frustrated.
Now, the creator, whose name is Just a Girl, has also seen some of the backlash to her videos, and she responded with this video.
Women who don't like my content are the same women who blame men for everything. No accountability. That's what it is. If you do not like my content, you don't like accountability. You don't. Because it's coming from a place of we got to do better. For too long, Black women, hear me. This message right here is for you. We have allowed Black men to be the forefront of everything. They had to take the heat for everything. It was all the Black man's problem. They're the worst fathers. They left the women. They're cheaters. They're liars. They rolled that out for a long time. But recently, we've been exposed. Black women have been exposed. They've exposed us to say, hold up now, wait a minute. It ain't just them Black men. Black men have said, no, it was the Black woman. The black woman is the one who has been abusing the children. The black woman has been the one who is also abusive to the man. The black woman is the one who kids don't want to be around their mother. Right? And because now we have been exposed and someone is calling us out on our behaviors, we don't like it. And there's women of other races who don't like my content either, and they also don't like accountability. If you are used to blaming men or blaming someone else for everything that goes wrong in your life, that's why you don't like it. You don't want to see that we all have choices. You played the role in that. You made a choice, and that was a consequence. We don't like that. I stay far away from women who don't like accountability. That's just me personally. And I think all women should stay away from people in general who don't like accountability, because people in general who don't like accountability are a dangerous group of people.
Now, in the video, she was acknowledging that people were saying that our videos are negative, but she was saying that they are the ones that have a problem with it because what she said is the truth and they can't handle it. Now, personally, I don't know a lot about this creator because I really don't check her videos like that. I've seen quite a few of controversial videos, and I do not quite agree with her point of view or even her delivery. Now, I feel like some of her videos are coming out as judgmental, and she is trying to like bully people. Someone actually said that it feels like bullying, and honestly, if she keeps on making those sort of videos, and that's what her content is all about, it's kind of bullying, like and from the few videos I've seen, I get this kind of vibe from her that I'm not really happy and I want to bully you or try and make you be like me. So if you say you are not married and happy, how can you be not married and happy and I'm married and unhappy? I feel like that's the vibe I'm getting from her. So I'm going to bully you to feel unhappy in your status so that you can get married and feel the same way I feel. And I don't think that's a good kind of way to get people to consider marriage. I agree with what someone said where she said she's supposed to be showing how good marriage can be with different type of content to at least make people like who were not thinking about getting married to consider getting married. But when you keep on lashing people, oh, how can you think that you will be unmarried and be happy or something, and all the things that she has been saying, it's enough to trigger people. It's enough to get people just worked up and call her out. I don't know why she felt this style of delivery was the best way to communicate our message. But I don't know. From the videos I've seen, I really don't like the delivery of a video or the delivery of a message. Now, I'm sure there are other videos that I might agree with a point of view, but I'm not really checking out videos like that because the few I've seen, I don't want to see more. I really don't want to see more that might trigger me. But maybe one day she's going to say something that I agree with, maybe not. But I don't think content or videos are enough to get people to start attacking her. Yes, they can call her out for some of her skewed views and delivery of her message, but everybody is allowed to say what they want to say on this app. Everybody is allowed to say what they want to say on social media, as long as it's not damaging and she's not attacking one person per se. You can always block her if you don't like what she's saying, and always scroll up whenever you see her videos. Any which way, that is my own thoughts about the whole controversy with this content creator. Do you think anything she has said is enough for people to try and cancel her? Do you think, like some people have said, she's trying to bully people into her own lifestyle? Or do you think she's trying to pass a message that people are not getting because of the type of way she talks or the type of delivery that she uses to communicate her messages? I would love to hear your own thoughts about some of the things that she has said, the older women are competing with younger women. I was like, in that video, it's like, I don't understand. Anyway, I would love to hear your own thoughts about this whole situation. So please leave your comment in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.